Tensions have escalated in the Middle East following retaliatory strikes by Pakistan on Iran. This conflict, simmering for years, has taken a drastic turn recently. The catalyst was an attack by Iran on Pakistani soil that reportedly led to the tragic loss of 2 innocent children. This act of aggression triggered a fierce retaliation from Pakistan. The strikes targeted militant positions in Iran's Sistan and Baluchistan province, a region already ridden with insurgent activity. Both nations harbor insurgent groups within their territories, sharing a common motive to establish an independent Baluchistan. This struggle for independence has been ongoing for over 2 decades, causing instability and unrest. However, the recent strikes mark a significant escalation in this conflict. The strained diplomatic relationship between Pakistan and Iran is now under severe stress, raising concerns about a further escalation of violence in the region. This has led to a strained diplomatic relationship between the 2 nations and concerns about a further escalation of violence in the region. In response, Pakistan's Air Force conducted targeted strikes against militant hideouts in Iran's Sistan and Baluchistan province. The operation, codenamed Maghba Sarmachar, or Death to the Guerrilla Fighters, was a calculated move, a reaction to the escalating tensions between the 2 nations. The retaliatory strikes employed Chinese-built fighter jets, namely the JF-17 Thunder and the J-10 Sea Vigorous Dragon. These modern marvels of military technology were instrumental in executing the precise strikes, showcasing their capabilities in a live operation. Notably, the operation also saw the strategic use of the Chinese unmanned aerial vehicle wing Lung-2, an advanced drone that brings a new level of sophistication to the battlefield. The strikes targeted militant positions in the Iranian province of Sistan and Baluchistan, a region that has been a hotbed of insurgent activity. The Dawn operation involved a comprehensive strike package, with the jets launching lethal, counterinsurgency-specific precision airstrikes from within Pakistani airspace. The operation followed meticulous planning and reconnaissance. Unmanned aerial vehicles confirmed the presence of high-value terrorist targets, leading to the pinpoint targeting of 7 locations. The operation was swift and effective, resulting in the alleged death of 7 individuals. The precision of the strikes was enhanced by the use of the JIDS B-Rek, a rocket-boosted glide bomb precision-guided weapon. With an impressive range of 170 kilometers, this munition played a pivotal role in the successful execution of the airstrikes. In the wake of the operation, Pakistan's foreign ministry issued a statement detailing the rationale behind the strikes. They were described as a response to credible intelligence of impending large-scale terrorist activities. The ministry emphasized that the strikes were highly coordinated and specifically targeted against terrorist hideouts, indicating a strategic and measured approach to the operation. The retaliatory strikes mark a significant escalation in the tensions between Iran and Pakistan, 2 nations grappling with the complex realities of regional politics and insurgent activities. The aftermath of these strikes will undoubtedly shape the trajectory of their relationship in the days to come. The aftermath of the retaliatory strikes has seen a further escalation of tensions in the Middle East. The strikes, which were carried out in response to a previous attack by Iran, have not only stirred diplomatic relations between the 2 nations, but have also had a ripple effect on the region and beyond. Pakistan's response to the strikes was swift and resolute. The country's interim prime minister cut short a trip to the World Economic Forum to manage the crisis, demonstrating the seriousness of the situation. In an act that further underscores the strain on diplomatic ties, Pakistan recalled its ambassador to Tehran, signaling its disapproval of Iran's actions. The strikes have also stirred the volatile oil market. As 2 significant players in the region, any conflict between Pakistan and Iran is bound to have an impact on oil prices, and this instance was no exception. The oil prices saw an increase, a development that has the potential to affect economies worldwide, particularly those heavily dependent on oil imports. This escalation comes at a sensitive time for Pakistan, a country that is scheduled to hold national elections soon. The unfolding situation could have considerable implications on the political landscape of the country. It may influence public opinion and sway the upcoming elections in unpredictable ways, adding yet another layer of complexity to the situation. In the midst of these developments, both Pakistan and Iran have signaled that they want to prevent the situation from escalating further. They have emphasized the importance of dialogue and cooperation to combat terrorism, a problem that both nations have been grappling with for years. As the situation continues to develop, both nations have emphasized the importance of dialogue and cooperation to combat terrorism. The strikes and their aftermath are part of a larger, complex geopolitical landscape. This landscape is steeped in long-standing suspicions and tensions between Pakistan and Iran, two nations that share a border of around 900 kilometers, a border as porous as it is lengthy. These tensions, however, are not just a bilateral issue. They're intricately tied to the web of regional politics, especially with the involvement of separatist groups like Jaish al-Adl, a group designated as a foreign terrorist organization by the US and known for launching multiple attacks on Iranian security forces. This isn't just a story of retaliation and counter-retaliation. It's a narrative of a region in turmoil where the actions of one nation can have ripple effects across borders. It's a story about a separatist group seeking independence, about nations grappling with insurgency within their territories, and about the fine balance between national security and international diplomacy. It's also a story that has implications for the global stage. The escalating tensions have already impacted global oil prices and have the potential to destabilize an already unsettled Middle East. The situation demands the world's attention, not just as spectators but as active participants seeking a peaceful resolution. These strikes, the retaliation, the aftermath, they all paint a picture of a region on the brink, a region where dialogue and cooperation must be emphasized over aggression and violence. They remind us of the delicate balance that exists in our interconnected world, where one action can lead to a reaction far beyond national borders. As the world watches closely, the hope is for restraint and a peaceful resolution to the escalating tensions. It's a hope that, despite the complexities and challenges, remains crucial in navigating the path ahead. Because in this bigger picture, every move matters, every decision counts, and every step towards peace is a step in the right direction.